Love Them Knives channel here. LTK with you today talking about the Sentry. Mechforce Sentry. I saw this on White Mountain Knives and I bought it. I don't know, I was just cruising through there looking at knives and I get a lot of budget knives that I put on here, so when I cruise, sometimes I try and flip sides and go to the more expensive shit and just see what's out there, that's fascinating. And this one really caught my attention. They have this in a scroll pattern here, and then this is kind of like that knurled pattern or diamond cut. Maybe it's more knurled than diamond cut. I don't know. But Rick LaLa collaborative, okay, because Rick is a custom knife maker, started like in the 1990s. I looked up his Rick LaLa Knives, okay, in Instagram, and whoo, yeah, see that fancy pocket clip. Now, does that kind of remind you a little bit of this one? So that's a deep carry. Now you can't flip it. Right-handed only. It's the way God made man. Right-handed. How did my son ever get to be a lefty? I don't know. I don't know. But, okay, or one of them at least. And then. Yeah, see, there's that scroll pattern one, which was sold out on White Mountain. Otherwise, I probably would have deferred to that. I don't know. And then here's your script. I mean, I pulled this off a Knife Center, and I did that for a reason. It was the same price on White Mountain, except LTK is your discount code for 10% off on White Mountain, so that'd be $41 off, which would be, what, $370 or $369 or whatever, okay? So that's better than $410. Starts becoming significant, doesn't it? And they still got them in stock there. This was interesting because, you could pause and read. Scroll or diamond pattern. Okay, so it is diamond. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, stonewash brush, whatever. And then I was interested because I'm going, this feels like, kind of a high-end production knife from China. And so I was kind of looking and I could never find anything that said anything definitive. This is the best I got, is assembled in the USA from US and foreign components. Okay. So, which means it's made in China, right? Oh, I don't, just run your mouth, dude. Run your mouth. Right? Isn't that what they always say? Because if it was really made in like Germany with Austria steel and then sent over here, they'd probably say Germany and Austria, right? Because it's Bowler M390 blade, correct? And so what are they getting? Where's the titanium coming from? The steel's coming from Europe. I don't know. So titanium coming from the US and assembled here. So I'm going to order this screw and that pocket clip from somewhere else and this from wherever, and then I'm going to assemble them all here. I don't know. I kind of doubt it. But so I'm treating it as if it's a high-end Chinese production knife, which is not an insult, right? It's not an insult. I mean, Riot knives, Wee knives, some of the best production knives, and some of the other Chinese knives out there, NOC and Reich knives and stuff like that, I mean, are making some of the best knives in the world. So, okay. So wherever this is made, I mean, do your own research. I saw one reviewer say, well, the blades are ground in China or something. I can't remember. So, oh well. I know one thing. It's got a nice drop on it. I like the design. At first when I saw it, doesn't this look a bit like a Hinderer? That's what I was thinking. I was just like, this strikes me as maybe a bit like a Hinderer, which for 370 ain't bad, right? And really, this is a pretty aggressive diamond pattern. Uh, Probably more so than that scroll would be. So, definitely. This is almost like getting to be cheese grater quality, tell you the truth. That might be a little difficult to tolerate for a real long cutting thing. But then again, you ain't buying no, you know, $400 knife so you could just strip down boxes. I mean, you can buy a lot of really inexpensive knives that are going to get that job done for you. So here it is. The tail of the snake, right? Or I think that's what that is. It looks like it compared to what he was doing on his custom. So this takes off after his design elements on his custom knives. And yeah, I mean, we've got stonewash on the grind, and then on the flats, it looks like it's just a satin look. And then the hardware looks good. I mean, it looks pretty solid here. And you know what? Boom, 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 boom. Feels good in the hand. Lines up good. Got a choil you can go forward on. And let's grab a piece of paper. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, I mean, that's a good factory edge. That's really good factory edge. It's just a good edge, period. Came in this box. Okay, Mechforce collab. Mechforce.com. And they do, if you go to Mechforce USA, whatever, and then they advertise machine services and stuff like that. So I guess if you have a spinner or a pry bar or a, project, I mean, and they have like, I don't know, 4-axis, 3-axis milling, blah, blah, blah. They talk about the different machining that they can do. And so then they have other, I didn't see this actually on the Mechforce site, okay? But I saw the one that they did with, oh God, with the French, oh God, what's his face? And I'll put it down here. God dang it. Tashi Baruka. And somebody else. And so, yes, they've done that. And then they've done the flashlights, right? The Mechforce flashlights. You remember those, right? I can't imagine that they were actually like the circuitry or any that was done there. So, I mean, if they machined the barrels of the flashlights there, I don't know. So I don't know about that either. I know the Mechforce flashlights, when I've seen them come and go through my monthly sales and stuff, they have been expensive, or the people selling them on my monthly sales back when I did them on my YouTube channel wanted real money for them, and I looked them up, just because I was curious, and yeah, they were expensive. So I go, ooh, yeah, a little bit much for my blood, but okay, it's especially for a flashlight, but okay. And so this has got a backspacer. It's pretty aggressive as well. Check that out. And I guess the only thing I would say is that this is maybe it's just the machining. It's not like the edges are sharp or that I feel like the fit and finish is second rate or anything like that. It's maybe just the way that these come down to a little thinner edge here, and these pop down to a little different kind of, and then this is somewhat aggressive, this is aggressive, that it feels a little less smooth or flowing in the hand than I might otherwise see from a high-end like Riyadh or Wee Knife or something like that. I don't know. But I think it's just the nature of the textures they decided to do, and and these machine characteristics that they did, these design characteristics, and then this and this. So, I mean, I think that's just it, okay? It's centered. There's no blade play or lock rock. Here's your lockup. It's not real heavy, is it? It's 15%, something like that. It's just not very heavy. Lockup there. Looks like hardened steel insert with an over travel stop. So this is pretty, standard fare for high-end Chinese production and for some American production. And then this, being a bent titanium, right? A bent titanium clip. Ooh, I bet this was fun to do. Whoever did the manufacturing on it, right? Because that would not, that is not a fun day in class right there. You would have a failure rate that would be frustrating, I would think. But there it is, right? So in any case, yeah, I would want to do that. But no, it's easy to flick out, finger flick, and then it's got a flipper tab that's jimped. And the flipper tab is not too big. It's not too much of a sail. But then again, on the other hand, it's not exactly terribly muted, but it's pretty intuitive. So I'm not going to bitch about that. Here, let me roll it around. Okay, I'm just giving a little. It's not difficult. It's actually got a better drop than I guess I just demonstrated, but you know what I mean? It just kind of hits this spot here. And then, yeah, drop. But nice design flow, of course. Rick LaLa design. He does some beautiful knives and obviously has won some awards and things like that. So, whoosh, right there. This is like, this would be a contender. Like if you were going to look at a Hinderer knife as opposed to this might be worth, because, Hinderers can hit $6+ $100. And this one's all tie. And it seems chunky and tough and all that kind of stuff. Oh, which means that I just have ignored all the stats on this so far. Yeah, 5.3, which I'm surprised it's that light, to tell you the truth. It feels chunky in the hands, 150 grams, and kick this over here. I think it's just like a standard 3.5. 3.6. Okay. When I first flicked it out, I just thought 3.5, 8. And it's 8 and 8.125 or 8.15 more like. 8, it's not 8 1/4. 21.7 centimeters. Or no, 20.7. I'm sorry, 20.7 centimeters. Okay. So, yeah, 3.6-inch blade, but that's not cutting length, right? So, what is it? 3 3/8. Okay. And maybe 85 millimeter cutting length on that. And I don't think it's overly fat though. 13.3 at 0.52. Nah, it's not. And 0.15. So really 4 millimeter blade thickness, which is unusual these days. They don't do a lot of that normally. It's all been in the 2.8 to 3.2 thickness recently that I've seen. And look at the plunge here. That looks pretty good. Yeah, all things considered, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. But, this would be very particular to whoever. And there it is. And is there anything else? No. Okay. But yeah, I got this on White Mountain, and then it came in the plastic box, and that's what she said, and this is what I got, okay? Now, if we're gonna take it apart, ooh, baby, hold on, let me reverse course on that. Wow, yeah, I mean, it was snug, but wow, that came off really quick and easy. I wonder if these are 8s. Nah, they're not, but this body screw is. And I don't know if I could have took this apart from the front or not. So there's a body screw, and there's another one over here. I really think I can't avoid taking this pocket clip. And, okay. I mean, these are screwed down okay. Nice and tight. I don't see that they're not running through a pass-through or anything. Hold on, come on. Well, how will you? Okay. So no, they aren't. So they're just going into the frame, or yeah, into the, okay, come on. There we go. Okay, we're holding this one on the far side. So these two should be the same length as well. And they are, okay? So then this should come apart, theoretically speaking. And sometimes you just got to equalize the lift from both sides. There we go. And this is your lock side. Oh, crap. Are you kidding me? Let me pull this up. Wow. So we got free. Oh my God. So we've got these little dogs in here. So this will be fun because I'm going to have to push these little things back together in the right order and try and keep from losing any of them because they are, yeah, free floating here. Wow. That's amazing. Okay, so we did manage to not lose any right there, but we got one down the hole here. And we're going to have to put him back up. Wow. That's amazing. Okay, are we good? Ceramic bearings, but they are just out and about wandering the community, aren't they? Wowee. Check that out. Not good. Okay, so this side, they have not escaped the corral. Ooh, although we lost this. Okay, so yeah, this could have unscrewed either from the front or back, and there's nothing capturing it. Okay, let's just lay it down. Be nice. Let's not move any of these. Let's try not to move any of these in any other direction. And so we will put this back together. This, I don't know. No, I'm not crazy about that either. I'm not crazy about these free floating bearings out here. That creates a lot of grief for people who are going to do a disassembly. I don't know, maybe that would encourage you to see about getting some skiff bearings or something replacing these. It's nice to have free floaters, but you want them in an environment where they're not just stacked there and, you know, they're in a washer. It's got a little race in there, but whew, you know, if you're cavalier about opening it up, and this is a good thing I did a disassembly, and you know what? Probably somebody else online has done one, and I just didn't see it. So, wow, not good. I mean, so while we're talking about it, of course, we got a hardened steel insert over travel stop, ceramic detamp ball. Here's your stop. Here's some, you know, weight reduction here, your backspacer, etc. And that's all I'm going to get into, and I'm going to gently put this back together. Back with the Mechforce Sentry. No, I do not like free-floating bearings, especially in that particular orientation, in the way that they're done in that way. They need to be something in a disc that has holes throughout, and then you could do like a multi-row, but it'll hold the bearing in a certain orientation and position. These are just kind of scattered around the, yeah, not the way I'd like to have it done. There it is. Interesting design. I like it. The ergos are fine. All that kind of thing. Maybe just not my cup of tea. And you guys, we love them knives. Stay sharp.